Now, I have a feeling, it may just be extrasensory perception on my part, that Jim Arnold, a paranormal investigator and medium, is on the line to talk to me. Jim, welcome to the show. Did I guess right?
You certainly did. Thank you.
Now, this story has captured the eye of Laura, my producer. So talk us through it. There's a theme park in Surrey where they built a new ride, but they're having to move it because of paranormal activity. Can that really be true?
Well, first let me say thank you to Jane Taylor and Mac O'Brien for me being here, because it's thanks to them we went to the park. But yes, that's basically true. They was going to build this new ride in an area where lots of paranormal activity was being picked up. One story that's gone around, which I've now been checking up on, was about the headless monk.
Yes, the headless monk.
Yes, now I haven't seen it, nor has my team, but on further questioning, a member of the staff swear blinds that's what they've seen, so we're looking into that some more.
How do they know he's a monk?
Well, because of the Monk's Walk, I've been there on a couple of occasions now, and yes, I know you can, in your mind, you can put monks to, because it's called Monk's Walk, you can imagine it.
I mean, if he's not got a head, I mean, he could just be a cross-dresser.
He could well be, but that's what he's seen. He's seen someone that appears to be dressed as a monk, but with no head.
Wow. Now, I mean, do you really believe all this stuff, Jim?
Absolutely. I've seen too much and done too much not to.
Tell us what you've seen. Persuade me.
Right. Well, that could take the rest of the evening.
Give me your two best. Give me your three best examples.
Well, I'll give you an example of something that happened the other night. My team and I was trying to clear a house of not a nasty spirit, but a lost spirit. It was causing problems for the family. And we do a lot of our work from seance, and me being the medium, obviously I'm doing my mediumship. And during the seance, we ask for them to make themselves known by doing something, let them know that we're here. And the TV went on. And I said, well, thank you very much. Can you turn it off?
You probably sat on the remote control.
No, the remote control was very visible and no one near it. Now, yes, I'll be the first to admit there could be a possibility that there was a reason for that happening. But what could it have been?
Well, I don't know. Give me another one.
I've had, we've gone to a place in Eastbourne, and I've had enough people there. We have 3 mediums. And each of the mediums, none of us ever talk about what's going on at the investigation. So when we go to the place, we don't really know what's happened there or what to expect. Now, at the end of the evening, all 3 mediums and the rest of the team all get together and say, this is what we found, and then all 3 mediums are coming up with the same things. So, you know, for example, down in Eastbourne, we was coming up with a certain person dancing around on the stage, and each medium and each team was able to identify that. So that information, that evidence was coming from the spirit to each of the mediums and each of the teams.
So your point is that all around us, I mean, they say that in London you're never more than 6 feet away from a rat. Your thesis, presumably, is that in Britain you're never more than a few feet away from a spirit.
In the whole world, you're never a few feet away from a spirit.
So are all the people who ever lived present but invisible as spirits?
It doesn't quite work that way, but in some respect, yes. They go to spirit. Spirit is energy, so energy doesn't really take up any room before anyone starts saying about where is the room for all these people. And we don't look at, in the spirit world of things, we don't look at time as the way we do here. Time does not exist as we look at it.
But I take your point that it's energy, but it must take form if you're able to see it dancing on a stage.
Well, that's right. It does to anyone who's sensitive, like a medium, or I mean, some of my team are getting very, very sensitive because the more they do. So, for the spirit to actually be recognised, they have to appear in a form that they can be recognised. So, if they was, for example, just an example, a clown, then they would appear to that person as a clown, so they could recognise that person. It's no good appearing as somebody who's selling newspapers if you're a clown.
So, those who are especially sensitive and who can see these things, because I'm 56 years old and I've never seen any of it, what is it about you that gives you this talent to see these things?
I accept things without questioning, to a point. by that is many years ago I got into the talking about spiritualism and the paranormal, and gradually I got more and more involved over the years. I've been a medium now for over 15 years and a psychic for about 25 years. And I found that I was getting, to quote something that Doris Collins wrote, voices in my ear.
Voices in your ear. I'd see about that, Jim, if I was you. That was Jim Arnold, a paranormal investigator and medium, talking about headless monks and spirits dancing on stages and the paranormal. They're all around us, you know. I'll be back after this.